Getting a mail-in ballot in Texas isn't easy, but since COVID-19 is still a big health risk, more and more people are actually requesting them. 25 News reporter Paige Ellenberger has more.
As the election is approaching, more and more citizens are choosing to vote by mail.
ARRYN Andrews moved to Bell County 2 decades ago, but always had a passion for our democracy. It wasn't until this year she gave up her role as a poll worker to keep her and her family safe.
As much as I want to be there helping on election day, we're going to vote by mail instead. So
she's one in a group of over 8,000 residents to request a mail-in ballot in Bell County for the upcoming election. A trend to avoid the polls is one we'll see across Central Texas.
We see several people who normally, even though they would qualify, they're over 65, that would choose to vote in person. But for this election, I think they're going to vote by mail.
As of today, McLennan County has a 162% increase in mail-in ballot requests since the 2016 election. Although some of those voters are skeptical that their votes will make it to where it needs to go, as the post office is in national headlines for delays.
We're fighting for our voice to be heard. We understand the COVID situation, but at the same time, there is a trust that's not there in regards to all of our votes going to be heard.
Some counties are aware of the distrust. And in an attempt for transparency, they're allowing voters to turn in mail-in ballots in person with a valid photo ID, an avenue some may not be able to take.
now my major concern is for disabled and elderly people, people who are shut in, people who cannot and don't have the luxury or the ability to get in a car and physically go down to Belton. Those folks are the ones I'm worried about.
Voting is important, mail-in or in person. And for Andrews, it's bigger than a location.
We have family members that we would like to be able to see after this pandemic is over. We've really missed them, but I tell them, I miss you, but I love you more.
The last day to register to vote is October 5th, and the last day to request a mail-in ballot is October 23rd. Paige Ellenberger, 25 News, Killeen.
Paige, thank you. Now, Texas is just one of 6 states that has not opened up more mail-in voting because of the pandemic. Again, to vote by mail here, you must be 65 or older, must be out of the county during the election, or have a disability or illness, or in jail, but still eligible to vote.